transmit. Son to the bottom, make us away. Just a metal to the metal on the metal highway. Yo, keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Moving, soothing, nothing to prove. Pushing on your buttons with a button, pushing blue hair, blue blazes, blue faces, blue blood. Blue truth, gonna see you black and blue. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. Problems of the goblins up until they solve them. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. With them a pop, 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 canna. Rise up and ride until the bomb drops. Now rise up, the time is right to sound off. So rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise with me.
You gotta love that husky with Studio Nintendo. What's up? I'm back for more Final Fantasy XIV. I hope we're getting close to the end of A Realm Reborn, because it really does feel like it's kind of dragging here. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's stuff in here that seems fairly important for going forward, but also they're sure taking their time doing it. You know? It just feels a little ridiculous. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Bye-bye. Hey, Alphanod. gotta speak with you about a traitor.
What is it, Gymnasia? And to be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor, though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Gymnasia.
Right. Hello, Ilbert.
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you?
Wah, 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 wah.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
What's with the echo in your voice?
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
If your voice is echoing that much, I'm pretty sure everyone in this entire building can hear what you're saying.
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies.
Hang on.
Yes. So, I would like to keep this in the strictest of confidence. I can't just let anybody hear what I'm about to tell you. That's why I'm talking very quietly in this very echoey room.
Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
Seriously, what's with the echo? Are you sure it's not as pronounced as that? Maybe more like this? Let's see. That's a bit closer. How about this? No. This? How about... No. Maybe. Yeah, that's pretty close. Although still a bit loud. How about... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. I must talk to you away from the others, where nobody else can hear me. And I'm sure nobody can hear me in this super echoey room, where it is dead silent except for my voice.
He was, however, certain that this ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
I'm sure you
Now,
will.
much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us.
Indeed.
We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Nodders. Speak with Roban at the Hall of Flames. That's a ways away. Off in Thanolin. In the city of Uldar. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, Rubber.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
Raiders.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Well, my
Friend.
dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
That sounds ill.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Also, his voice doesn't have an echo here, which means it was definitely for that room only. It wasn't just his voice.
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland.
So we do seem to be focusing a lot on Ul'dah lately. Not much for Gridania or Limsa Laminsa.
Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Gloves, huh? First of all, comparisons. More dex, more vitality, more determination, and more skill speed. Yeah, those are pretty good. Pretty good, gotta say. Have a look at them. They do look pretty good too. Yeah, those look pretty cool. I might just have those actually appear on my character. Yeah, those look pretty cool. Alright. Hello, Ilbird. Another set of gloves, huh? Our hunt for the ivy begins in earnest, sire. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leveleur. Uh-huh. You mean Alphanol. His name's Alphanol, not Leveleur. This way. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Ba ba da 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 da. He's over this way. Hello, Alphino. We have returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You'll recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering with the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination.
It.
According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. You must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield.
Begging your pardons, Commander. What happened to my echo? That doesn't sound great. Well, no? Huh. What if I do this, and this, and this? And that. Let's try that, yeah. Sounds a little better. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have.
Captain Ilberd has the right of it. I trust you are willing? But of course you are. Now, Elian of the Fourth lies in wait in the tangle, near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation.
Very well. Off I go. Time to fly. No more will I be down there with the Nixes. Trying to avoid them as best I can. Although I still have to deal with this mud puppy right next to the Really? Really? Why are you meeting up here right next to the aggressive mud puppy?
You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive the attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while our comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late.
How are there already 4 regiments? Or should I say at least 4 regiments even? We literally just started and I recruited like 7 people. That's not nearly enough for 4 regiments. I'm sorry, but it's been like a day and I know we don't have that many recruits. Find Resh. Well, here I am in Castrum Sentry. There you are, Resh. What are you doing? Hey, cohort. A key. You fool. I mean, really, did you think you had a chance of beating me? Get up, Resh.
Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls.
Fine. Do 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 do. Hello. This sure seems like a pretty big distraction. Silly cohorts. You stand no chance. Not even this vanguard. I mean, really. I am hidden. You cannot stop me. Can't even find me. Until I step into your purple circle of doom. Then things become a bit more complicated. Utah. Hello. There's a lot of you in here. What? What? Woo! Gosh dang it, you ruined my jutsu. Get out. Tum. Do. Pay me no mind. Bring it on. Look, it's another 2. Oh no, 3. Adding an extra person will surely help you to win. Right?
It won't. You'll die like all the rest.
Come on. This way. Look at that, though. You took me down to less than half health. Well, so long, Guardians. I'm out. Hello, Elian.
I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Leveleur. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones.
Commander Leveleur. His name is Alphino. He's not that special.
Ah, it does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission, as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Janasia.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life.
We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with.
As you say, Commander. I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy.
I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Janasia, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Coerthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary. You see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready.
Let's see. I don't know. I guess this one. Ba-ba-da-ba. Coming to terms.
We've been blessed with a rare opportunity, Janasia. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Aymeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Querthus. Mayhap you feel this is to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to noble use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword.
What about a dagger, though? Because I don't use swords. I use a daggers. Hey, Winfilia. Don't really need your permission, but I'm going with Alphanot, I guess.
A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means. I think it is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphinaud believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him.
Then it's not like you can tell me no.
Antecedent. I take it Genosia has explained the situation. She has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? What would I know? What would that I knew? The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the archbishops. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertier Skies. Since which time, their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen the dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas, even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction? I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what.
Well, I happen to see a certain cutscene as to what's going on over there. It's not good, Alphinaud.
But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Genosio. Our old friend, Lord Horsefant, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourself with the men, or with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Nodders. Indeed. Well, before we do go, I feel like there is something I have that... Yeah, I've got this coif that I can equip. I want to go to an inn to reset up my glamour plate. And I put that on. Can't sacrifice stats for style, you know? So we're gonna make a stop at Limsa before heading to Dragonhead. To the aft castle. Frowning wench. Hello, innkeep.
Greetings, lass. What can I do you for this fine day?
An inn, please. A room, I mean.
Have a nice rest. Gah!
Oh, I won't be resting. I have business to attend to. Let's see. I just need to equip this. And adjust glamour plates. This one, I want to remove that from the plate. And feel like there's something else. No? I guess not. I think my current earring is, yeah, that one, which it will be for a while. A long while. So, yeah. Take that. And then apply. Yeah. And get it saying here. There we go. Off to Dragonhead. With my now 100, level 100, or item level 100 set of gear. At least on average. Wow. Hello, Archifont. Or Archifont. Ah, Genasia, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphinaud. An honor as always. Likewise, Lord Archifont. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortem may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand. Sir Aymeric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Nodders.
I know there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free.
We have been expecting you, madam. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others.
No, there ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Uh-huh. I'm sure this will go swimmingly. Hello.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
Leveilleur.
I am Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service.
Oh, is that your last name, Leveilleur?
Your reputation precedes you, Sir Aymeric. I think we will find that we have much in common.
I don't think I had ever heard your last name before. Or at least I didn't remember it.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Suppose so.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
Nodders.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
No, has a point.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
In exchange for...
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
Perhaps.
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
Again?
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
I guess I gotta go deal with this. Let me take a look at these pants. They are pretty darn good. Yeah, that's big boost. Pair of Gloam Brace. Let's have a look at those. They look with all of my other stuff. That doesn't look terrible. I'll still wanna glamour it, but it'll be fine for now. Now an average of 102 for item level. Wait. Guess I gotta speak to Alphanol out here.
Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Harchefort and find out what he has learned.
Uh-huh. Hello, Harchefort. Harchefort.
My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Harchefort said. Lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Janasia. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings.
Where is it at? That's a long ways away. I'll use this teleport. How long does it take doing? Level cap feels like it's stuck at 52 forever. Yeah. Looks like me and Yesha Miyahu are in the same boat here. You get to cap by the time you finish the story. Uh-huh. Not about the level cap, it's about story on the way. $52, $53. Well, I am 52. So that should mean that I'm getting... I don't know, maybe fairly close. With how little experience I get from these quests, it could take a long time before I get to Heaven's Sword. This person hit Heaven's Sword content at 57. Oh boy. House Fatal. How long? Oh, move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Eh? Lord Harchefort bids you speak with us? Then you must be... Beg your pardon, sire.
As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it, though. Sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden away off. Ah, but pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care to the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much.
All the way over there, huh? You make me run all the way out here just to say go somewhere else. Go back the way you came. Or at least the way I would have come if I had gone straight from Dragonhead all the way down here. And then I gotta go all the way over here. Dismount. Oh. Nani? Ah, here's the stairs. Surviving Squire.
You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Else, why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, but she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. And then he sighed and crumpled onto the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere. I looked, tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. By the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the weapon. I couldn't... I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew Shiva would be behind all this. What did I say? I said it's Shiva. No one listened. Well, the game wouldn't let me come to that conclusion. Despite knowing it in my heart. My heart of hearts.
Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us?
Shiva.
It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons.
Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics.
Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Rochefort, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Rochefort, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphinaud. Or Alphinaud? The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in the Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Nodders. Ba ba. Ba ba da ba. I knew it was Shiva. Seriously, Alphinaud, how did you not notice this sooner? The thieving of crystals, the blind loyalty to their Ice Queen. Like, come on, it was screaming primal involvement. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Genosia, pray join me in White Brim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durendere have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillamore should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there, then. Good. White Brim Front off to the west.
Come, Magitek. Armor. It is time to fly. To fly through this blizzard. All the way to White Brim Front.
Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Oh, yes, that's right. Gotta talk with the dude in the tower. Who is right here. Drillemont. Drillemont.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better.
We are all ears, Lord Drillemont.
A band of pilgrims was sent transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak. That self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions.
I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us.
These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts.
Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretics there. Mayhap Lord Drillemont has one in mind?
Well, he's standing right there. Why don't you ask him yourself, Alvino? Why do we need a separate conversation for this? He's literally standing right there. We were just talking to him.
Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done.
Boots, right. I was like, more pants? And then no. Boots, not pants. Yep, certainly better. I shall take it, and I shall look at it. Oh, those look ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not putting those on until I can glamour.
It seems as though we are always one step behind. Our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed when others have failed, but it could yet yield the selfsame result. Fortunately, we are not without our other options. I trust you haven't forgotten. Inquisitor Guillaume? We have not.
Well, I should hope you have not. Such blind faith in a supposed Inquisitor.
The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future.
Perhaps not just trusting whoever says they are the Inquisitor.
Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans.
Except that we are amassing forces here to put a stop to the Ice Queen. I mean, sure, he doesn't know specifics, but that's quite a bit more than I would think we would want them to know. I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Just gonna stand here and wait. Point. There you going. Heretic. The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Southwest gate, you say? And where is he? Where is it he is headed? You heretic. The suspected heretic follows the road east. I don't care about the humans. I just want my son back. Not sure what they're on about. Something to do with Heaven's Sword, it seems. The suspected heretic heads south. No. Fate not joined. Fate unjoined. Goodbye. Not dealing with that right now. Got too much main story quests to do. There's so many. You know, I don't see the suspected heretic anymore. Oh, there he is. Hey! Hey! Where in the seven are you? I'm freezing my off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody Echo. Lower your voice, or they'll hear us in White Brim front. Oh, Echo, you say? Echo. Yeah, that's good. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels, but dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Away! Magic armor. We fly! No fate. Not for me. Not now.
But I must go back into this tower and speak with a man about a thing. Hello, tout le monde. Tout le monde.
Our investigation bear fruit. Wah, 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 wah. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans, that they be rooted out and put to the sword.
Indeed. Look at your hat.
We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Duranda Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray, rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If alone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Genossia. The lives of our allies are at stake.
Sure thing. Heading all the way down there, huh? Regitech armor! Away! The mountains and through the snow, to House during their nights we go. We must help them find the heretics. That's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. Uh-oh.
Hostile presence. Hateful Harrier.
He'll be a dead Harrier soon.
Time.
How dare you? Get dead. Stun. And you die. A stab. Auto attack? Hello? Seriously? You're not gonna auto attack? What the heck was that? You're always auto attacking. Couple Ragdons and you're toast. Fallen Heretics effects. Back to Drill Mall. Really?
Came all the way out here just to go all the way back.
I mean, seriously. I think that's my main complaint about this late ARR main story quests. It's just go here, talk to this person, then go there and do a thing, and then come back all the way back, and then talk to the person again, and then go over to this other place and talk to this person.
My knight sent no word of your coming, Genosia. What has happened? What is that in your hand?
Parchment. That likely has some words on it.
By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics who dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Bros. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to the Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable is not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Durandar must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stonehenge. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies.
Indeed.
Time is of the essence, Genosia. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Aymeric everything we have discovered.
Will do. Snowcloak is way over there. Oh, do I have to do a dungeon now? Bet I have to do a dungeon. Oh, the blizzard is gone. Now it's just snowing. What? There was a purple circle here. Come on now. That was the telltale sign of something I needed to interact with. Hello, Aymeric.
Genosia, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. As Commander Leveilleur, Leveilleur, something like that, been informed, the Braves must be aware, or must be made aware.
He's standing right back there. He could totally hear us talking. What? He's right there! Right there! Hey, I'm about to just tell you exactly what I just told him 5 feet over that way.
It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this summoning. There she is! Come here, Carl!
Who are you talking to? Were you talking about Alphino?
That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they?
Only my pride, Ida.
There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Lula!
There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrance to some half-dozen tunnels, after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it.
Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in.
A moment, Alphinaud. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap.
I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Ahem. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Aymeric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown. To see that you are prepared for anything, I suggest you call upon your allies. Though not too many, or Papalymo will sulk.
Nodders. A 4-man raid, I understand.
Stalwart Temple Knight. The entrance to the tunnel, madam. It's just over there. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Aymeric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post.
That's fine. Buddy. I'm about to have 3 friends. What? No, not soft. Sit.
Hello, Penelope Knox. You look adorable. Ah, Mr. Bubbles. You are on this quest too, I gather. You've got a pretty cool looking, I assume, spear? Unless that's... no, it's probably a magic staff. Yeah, I think you're, perhaps a black mage? Or a red mage, maybe? Thaumaturge? I'm not sure what... yeah, you're probably Thaumaturge going into, I think Black Mage is the whatchamacallit? The upgrade job. Upgraded job. Hello, Mr. Bubbles. What? Mr. Bubbles! Mr. Bubbles! Where did you go, Mr. Bubbles? Mr. Bubbles! I knew him not, but he was gone far too soon from this world. Taken from us. We could have been stalwart allies in this raid, but alas, it was not meant to be. Oh, Mr. Bubbles. What? We getting invaded by turkeys? No more roasting, no more basting. It is freedom we are tasting. Say the turkeys. Gobble, gobble. You Hase. Oh yeah, I recruited you, Hase. Hase. Penelope Knox seems to be in this cutscene for a very long time. Unless she's actually just in the raid. But then why would her avatar be standing out here? Strange, strange. Average wait time of 7 minutes. I, for one, welcome our new foul overlords. Could hardly be worse. Ooh. Ah!
Put your faith in the light.
Snowcrack. Such calming music. And party. What? No. Don't need to talk right now. Hello, Ebix. On. Ow. Rude. Gaboo. Baton. Friggin' tumblers. Whew. Now wolves. Even the wolves cost us. That person has a gun. How do I get a gun? Death blossoms.
Yeah, that dude's just, he straight up got a gun. Only I had a gun. You obtain a tiny key from a bear. Sure. Good time. Death blossoms. One deal. One wheel, one deal. Good time. Oof, blizzards. Ow. Oh. That was hurting me a lot. I did not appreciate that. Ow. Right. Right. Is right. Is this an antique? I guess neat. They don't seem to have any stats. Collector's been known to pay sizable sums. Oh wait, antique, isn't that something that I can turn into equipment? I think. Big boy. Ribbon fillers. Whoa. Yeti. He's a big boy. Utah. What? Okay, that's apparently just Huton again. Dang it. I don't like that there's two ways to do each of those jutsu. I prefer just having one way so I don't accidentally waste my jutsu. Like that.
so many ads. Total trick attack. Oh, okay. Thank goodness you were there to take care of that. Okay. Oh, stop killing the spring? Okay. My bad. No, what? Why did you? What? Oh my goodness. Too far away. It's a strength thing, so greed, and I guess greed that as well. Get back here. I should not have done that. Big boy Cyclops. Right. Or snow clops, I guess. Harrier. And they're dead. Oh Oh, there are 3 of them. It was all 3 blue eyes white dragons. But we took care of them. The door to oblivion opens. Hey. But, huh? Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean, ba 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 ba? The fight hasn't even started yet. Fenrir. Ah. Brighton. Yeah, dope. There we go. See, that's what I wanted to do before. But wasted my key on another futon. Second Dota. Since you're gonna stand here the whole time. I cannot do anything to help you, I'm sorry. I'm no healer. Oh. I'll throw daggers from here. It's all the same to you. Oh. What? Okay. We did. Oblivion is no longer safe. 70. Wait, what? A suit of antique mail. Cast your lot. Ba 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 da. I'll love it. Wait, where did everybody go? They're gone already. Didn't even have to cast my lot. It was just like, cast your lot, you get it. Everyone's gone.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Hello?
Yes.
You betrayed Shiva.
I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
Zell. Daggers.
This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost.
Is that so?
In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Summoning primals is not for Hydaelyn. And I know you're trying to summon Shiva. Look at all that crystal. Oh, also, I realized that I forgot to,
Cast glamour? No, I want to unglamour. What? Remove, there we go. You do not possess the proper catalyst to dispel this glamour. What? What? No! Curses.
That took longer than I expected. What news, Genosia?
Well, are you throwing snowballs?
So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable. But from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Genosia. We may yet turn this situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortem. Fortem. Gathering what information they can on Shiva.
All these darn French words all over the place. I can never remember how to properly pronounce them.
Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedents should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjugating themselves to this cold. Ugh.
I want to spend $400 at Harbor Freight. Comment, community. Is there a way in game to see a monster loot table? Nope. It's a novice network. See, she dressed for the occasion, Alphanol.
Antecedent. You came to us straight from the archives of House Fortem. I trust your time there proved fruitful? Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortem. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not?
If you'd like to call that pleading her case.
Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Aymeric might take issue with her methods.
I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander.
At least he cares about his people.
You pursue your foe with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Aymeric. Unless you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant your being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helon that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder?
There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much.
Would that it told us more.
Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mogulmog the XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mogul's god. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance.
Wah 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 wah.
Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetheryte, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system.
Indeed.
While Minfilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Coerthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Our knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware.
Nodders.
Good. I knew you would understand. Yu Hase can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilberd and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing.
Quest accepted. You say.
How goes it? Oh, I got antique mail. I'll shove that back here. A regular tombstone of lore. Shouldn't I have gotten a bunch of tombstones from completing that? No? Oh well.
You say.
There you are, Genosia. Commander
Luelia
instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danathan Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin.
And off he goes. Danathan Pass.
Very well.
Off I go as well. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, here we are. Hello, 3rd Unit Brave. You seem to be injured or out of breath.
False balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danathan Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. This snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find.
Right. I'm sorry, sir, but the texture of this snow doesn't show their tracks. It shows mine. Kinda. But not theirs. I'll just have to fly to the quest point on my map.
Who needs to trudge through the snow when you can fly over the mountain?
Fresh prints. Oh, now I can see footprints. All the way over here.
The tracks lead southeast.
Another 3rd Unit Brave.
Scion, what are you doing here?
The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and...
Yu Hase?
I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too.
Went east, you say? Past these beasts. Oh. Yu Hasei! I might have to fight some things. Hateful Harrier. But they are nothing compared to the power of my blades and ninjutsu. Katana! Piece of cake.
How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late, and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds.
Here I go doing all the work again. As I always do. Because no one else can be bothered. No, I am not actually joining this fate. I am simply going to talk with this suspicious Querthin.
I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with her then, if you think you'll fare any better.
Now, there's no need for that. Really?
There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep.
No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in the secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. It all.
Fancy meeting you here, Genosia. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. I would like to be trained by you, Yugiri, please. Master Alphinaud is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. Skills which make me a nightmare for people like them. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. This is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Genosia, let us wait inside for Captain Ilberd to return and deliver his report.
Inside I go. Over the wall. Alphanor.
Captain Ilberd seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is.
Tabard. Certainly an interesting look. Wouldn't quite call it a rogue's look, but oh well. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
Captain Ilberd, your report, if you will?
Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes.
Go on.
You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortune. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant.
I think I can guess which one.
None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics.
Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask?
I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers, available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed.
You mean to say that the agent is among Ravon's innermost circle? Someone who has has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment?
'tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand.
To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years.
I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Uldaz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mined under the same leadership. Loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldaz military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known, even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost. There remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks.
Indeed. And given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company.
A good deal easier than now, aye.
The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail van Darnus's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present.
Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long.
Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies.
Understood, Commander.
I shall send word to Sir Emeric informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians.
It is time, Commander.
Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Genosia. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. 'Tis only meet? What? Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry.
I have never heard anyone say 'tis only meat in that way. 6 or more levels above the recommended level for this fate. No, fates. I don't care about your stupid fates. Leave me alone.
Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minthili and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together.
And away they go. Old Gridania, you say? I can go there. I also need to find an inn. My goodness. A total eclipse of the heart. The fact that you can play whatever song you want as a bard, even like actual songs from the real world, it's insane. Even songs from like Dragon Ball and stuff. Glamour dresser, yes, I would like to edit my glamour plates because I need to remove that one. And save. And then I also need to equip some boots that look ridiculous, which is why I'm going to apply this glamour plate. Sign here. Okay. Oh. Why do you still have glamour applied? That's no good. And I have no way to remove it because I need the proper catalyst, glamour dispeller. Actually, I wonder, what if I instead do... Oh, but if I put it in there, I don't know if can I pull them out? So if I wanted to restore item, I don't know what that would do or require. I really need something to replace these air knives so that I can use them as a glamour. Back out we go. I heard that Pika. 103. I need to go to the Conjurer's Guild. Da, 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 da. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Wanted, dead or alive. Alphino.
My thanks for coming, Genosia. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the lotus stand. Yeah, I know. Every single time. Gotta talk to you and say, yes, I would like to go to the lotus stand. Will people be voice acted this time?
Change has come to the
Yes.
Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
That's no good.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
You have humongous pauldrons, sir. Like, seriously.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Would you look at you?
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
Uh-huh.
I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Nodders, 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 nodders. Nodders all around.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding
Indeed.
behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by.
Well, I'm afraid that they have a little birdie whispering in
But
their ear.
that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Nodders. That seemed like a pretty happy nod right there. Alright, Alpha now.
It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose. Despite their protestations to the contrary, plainly the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Laminsans, for instance. Though Admiral Mervib outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still pictured the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. In likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldan scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society, Teleji Aladeji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cotonou is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates for the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the Observatorium, Captain Ilberd has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Genossia. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilberd near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Coerthas, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy.
Actually, that's... Well, might as well teleport. Seems just a slight bit closer. Spoilers for COM? Chain of Memories. What? You were mad that Kingdom Hearts 3 had spoilers for a game that had been out for over a decade, I believe. Like, really? Kingdom Hearts 3, the game that's supposed to tie it all together, all of the previous games together, you're mad that it had spoilers for one of those games that it was tying together. Like, bruh. I can be buying systems for just one game and my phone can't handle games at all. Final Fantasy is like the Iron Maiden of video games. They have perfect albums and not so perfect albums, but even their worst ones are better than most other bands' entire catalogs.
My thanks for coming, Simon. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution.
Well, I will take this tabard off your hands. Let me take a look at this. So if I equip this, it looks neat, but I don't know. Do I want to go with this or this look? This look or this look? Huh. I think I'll go with this look just to change it up a bit for now. For now.
Hilbert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Galean spy.
What does this look like? Wow, that looks just so ridiculous. So Harlequin. This is very fancy. And that's what I'm wearing right now. And this is for bards and dancers in them. I knew it didn't look very roguish. I knew it.
Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Elaine Royal.
What? A minute.
Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed.
Oh wait. He's sneak talking, so.
Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown.
Wait, maybe this? No. Nope. Hello? Yes. This is maybe. Yeah. Vocal. Maybe this. I guess it'll let's do.
Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hail was of no interest. The Monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners. Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Monitress did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Rael was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Montrists? Ba-bum.
But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royal's presence here and now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the immortal flames in the absence of the Flame General, while Raban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders. She should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Royal's guilt. If we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion?
Nodders.
You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry.
Indeed. Wait. Oh, there he is. I was like, where did he go? Look at that fencer. He's so fancy. But also, I'm wondering. Oh, is it the machinist that has a gun? I might want to look into the machinist class. Out of curiosity. Since I'm meandering about at level 52 forever. Excuse me, innkeep, I need to get to my armoire. I can only access it from an inn for some reason. Yes, I'd like to edit my glamour plates. I'd like to edit number 5 to have, no. Remove that. Get that out of here. This, yes. No. Yeah, yes. This. No. That. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. And then that way I can go to my glamour plate and go, yeah, I want this one to be applied. So it won't change my chest piece. Looking good. Who is that? Who keeps going Pika? Is that you, Buffalo? Every time I teleport somewhere? I don't think it's you. It's so weird. But I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. We did a lot of meandering about again, and I am quite tired. Still haven't
recharge my batteries, as it were, from the camp out I went on last weekend. Because I had to keep going to work every morning, 6 a.m., and that meant not getting any extra sleep. So, but hopefully, or I should be able to get some extra sleep this weekend, because I'll actually have technically an extended weekend, because I've got tomorrow off for Thanksgiving, and I've got Friday off, and I've got Friday off mostly because there's not gonna be like any work to do anyway. So they're like, yeah, go ahead and put in for Friday, and we'll give it to you. And then of course Saturday, Sunday, normal days off because it's the weekend. So I get like a 4-day weekend this weekend. It'll be real nice. Spend some time with family. But let's see, next Monday we'll probably be finishing up Cana Bridge of Spirits, and then next Wednesday, more of this, more meandering in a realm reborn, because it seems like this will never end. I mean, really, this, like, the story seemed to have a good ending point. Right when you beat the Garlean Empire, the realm was reborn, a new age of light, a new what do they call it? New astral era. That was the perfect ending point for a game. And then they just kept going with this meandering plot line that just keeps tumbling along, slowly but surely, getting somewhere, I assume. And I'm just like, please, let me just get to the DLCs. I hear they are wonderful. Please. But I digress. And I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.
iron roof off. Now rise up and riot till the bomb drops. Now rise up, the time is right